Up 10-0 as we're set to get the third quarter underway. Jeff Heil will be kicking off to number 1, Anthony Johnson, and number 5, Larry Johnson.
Any idea of hours of possession? I mean, minutes of possession? First half, all teams. Great kick, field by Larry Johnson at the 1-yard line. Great hit by a host of Trojan tacklers.
Lions will start off from their own 16, 1st and 10, as we're set to get the second half underway. Handoff look to go to number 5, Larry Johnson. Pick up a few yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 18 of the Lions. Anthony Johnson hands off to the deep man.
Interesting first two handoffs here, straight power up the middle, so to speak, and look like a change of strategy so far in the first series here. They're just attempt to run at the Trojans right now and grind it out if they can.
Carry went to number 25, Yaw Felon. It'll be a 3rd and 2 from the Lion 23. Johnson, the deep man. Handoff goes to him up the middle. He'll pick up the first down and picks up some more yardage as he carries a Trojan along with him.
That's third consecutive play up the gut, so to speak. Larry Johnson looks like a formidable man to bring down an open field, and except for one tackler there, he might have been in the open and gone, Jason. We don't have anybody in the safety slot there, and playing them for power on the corners, and so far they've been running at us straight up the gut.
Ball moved up to the Lion 36. Anthony Johnson, handoff to number 25, Yaw Felon. Ball comes loose at the end, but the man was already down. Greg Tarbell on the tackle.
State College is looking at us not having a safety man back there, being strong on the outside and looking to break a man through up the middle and just, I suppose, running away from us there. If you look at our defense, we don't have a single safety back there, so they're looking at that opening in the middle.
Anthony Johnson keep the ball himself, but the Trojans defense snuffs that out.
Looked like a broken play, Jason, to me, and did turn to hand off, but then kept the ball, and I'm not sure it was a strategy, was a part of planned play. It looked more like a broken play than anything else.
He'll lose a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9 from 36.
Big down here for State College. We're not in 4-down territory yet, so it's either make it here or give up the football.
Johnson will roll to his left, looking for a receiver.
Good defense, good pass defense, good rollout, good scramble by the quarterback, and
was looking for number 81, Chris Roser Jones, but it would have been way short of the first down.
It would have been that, and good defense.
State College. Back to punt. Chris Wright deep to receive for the Trojans. John Fowler and Aaron Slocum. A very poor snap, but Wright gets off a very good kick. Slocum calls for the fair catch, and he'll take it about his own 34.
Wise decision by Aaron in giving the Trojans good field position on about the 34-yard line, as you said. That was a great defensive effort on the part of the Trojans for the opening series of the second half, Jason. That might help set the tone for the offense here.
Trojans will take over with 8:49 remaining in the third quarter. Handoff goes to the deep man, Nick Mihal. He'll pick up some tough yardage towards his right side.
Looks like he picked up 4.5 to 5 yards, Jason, and at that rate we could maintain possession of the football as long as we didn't make a mistake. We did not hurt ourselves by an offside penalty, a motion, delay of the game, etc. At that rate and using that strategy, we could stay in the game this entire quarter.
Slocum, deep handoff to Mihal on the draw. State College right there to stop the play at about the line of scrimmage.
Good recovery by two middle linebackers. State College were not taken with a fake, and great defense on their part. Came in with a shoulder on Mihal real hard.
Number 64, Dan Levin, credited with the tackle. Be a 3rd and 4 from the Trojan 41. Mihal in motion. Slocum back to pass. Can't find anyone open. Tons of time. He will now throw it and right into the hands of a State College player, number 12, Matt Lintel.
He sure had a great deal of time back there, did he not, Jason, to search and search and search. Good coverage on the part of the deep men, and kind of denied Aaron the chance to unload the ball.
Line of scrimmage gave him plenty of time. Lintel easily had the interception, but dropped it right in his hands. Jeff Heil back to punt. Gets off another good punt. Fair catch called by number 20, Jonathan Ganter. And the Lions will take over at about their 34. The Lions with their second offensive possession of the second half. Again, backup quarterback Anthony Johnson under center. He hands off to his brother, number 5, Larry Johnson, who will pick up about 4. Up the middle again.
Interesting series here. On the first series that State College had the ball, they did try power outside. Now they've been running power up the middle here. It's an interesting change in the strategy.
2nd and 6 from the 38 of the Lions. Long count, and Johnson hands off to Larry Johnson. Stuffed on the corner, Rob Greiger on the tackle. Johnson may have lost a yard. 3rd and 5 from the 39.
You have to give the center of the Trojan defense a great deal of credit. Really blocking the center of that line up, forcing Johnson to the outside.
The Lions have tried consistently tonight to try and get to the outside with Johnson, but the Trojans always there to stuff that play. Johnson will roll to his right, looking to pass in the air. Can't find anyone. Then for a second finds Larry Johnson open. And it will be a first down. The Johnson brothers connect. That'll move the ball up to the Trojan 49-yard line. 5:37 remaining, and the Lions beginning to move the ball a little bit against the Trojan D. Johnson on the reverse.
What a great defense by Mihal. What a great read. He could see that reverse coming, went through the gap, and really did a great job of bringing down the State College tailback. What a great defense. What a great read.
Justin Callahan on the reverse will lose 8 yards. It'll be 2nd 18, all the way back at the Lion 43. A great play by Nick Mihal. Johnson, a quick pitch back to Larry Johnson. Option pass, looking for a man downfield. Was again looking for number 85.
State College
Justin
now,
Callahan.
Jason, just about trying anything and everything. Everyone is throwing, everyone is running, everyone is coming, and everyone is going. A little bit like the circus now. Everyone is trying anything to stay in the game. We got to give the coach a little bit of credit for having a spirit of wanting to go here, but looks like everyone is trying anything here today.
3rd and a long 18 from the 43 of the Lions. Johnson, fade pattern, looking for a man on the right side. In and out of the hands of number 6, Nate Posniak.
Ball was coming over Siegel's shoulder. He couldn't quite see the ball coming over his shoulder. He was defending the State College man there. Didn't see the ball coming.
Can't really tell from this angle, but the lights may have played
True.
a little bit in
That
that
is true.
in that pass. The angle of the ball would have probably been up about one of the light areas. Another low snap. This one fumbled.
Wow, what
But
a great
nifty
recovery.
play by Chris
What a
Wright.
great recovery.
And look at the roll he will get all the way down to the Trojan 17.
Wow. That's strictly a break for State College in view of the slow snap, the fumbled attempted punt, and got to give the punter a great deal of credit, great composure in getting that kick off and looking at the possession that we are on the field there. Jason, you have to say that was a remarkable recovery for State College.
Incredible by Chris Wright. Also kicked it with the wrong foot. Kicked it with his left foot. He's right-footed. That was really an incredible play by the punter. Trojans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18. Hand off to the up man, Rob Greiger, carrying some State College players along with him as he picks up good yardage.
Very quick opener with Greiger up front and great deal of power, great deal of speed. And for some reason, we're not moving the yard marker. A flag on the play. Apparently not a flag, just a delay on the part of the officials spotting the mark, spotting the number. Uncertain about whether it was a first down or not, I think was all we had there, Jason.
Be a 2nd and 1 from the Trojan 27. Hand off to Rob Greiger, and he will easily pick up the first down. Move the ball up to the 33 of the Trojans. 1st and 10 with 3:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. A long count under center by Slocum. Mihal in motion. Slocum will keep it himself, runs to the back judge, and he's got open field. It'll be a foot race.
What a
and
great move
behind.
by Aaron Slocum. Hit 2 or 3 times in the backfield, shoulder down, bust through the corner, and away he goes.
Chris Kao with the shoestring tackle saved 6 points.
What a great effort by Slocum on the keeper there.
You have to wonder if he wouldn't have run into the official in the Lions defensive area of their linebackers. He may not have stumbled for a second, and he may have been off all the way to the goal
You're exactly right,
line.
Jason. You're exactly right.
Slocum,
We have
though,
a new look on the defense here now. We have Larry Johnson up on the corner here with their number 1 tailback now playing defensive corner.
Greiger on the carry. He'll pick up 6. Trojans starting to put a good drive together. Started with 4:17 remaining in the third, and then we're now down to about 2:20. Slocum will give it to Mihal over the right side, and he will be very close to a first down.
Trojan running right at them right now, playing power football, maintaining a good possession, eating up time on the clock. We're down to 2:10 of the third quarter, and so far Trojans dominating this quarter as well as the first 2.
That'll move the change. It'll be chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 23 of the Lions. Slocum on a draw to Mihal. Makes one man miss. Keeps moving his legs.
Great fake by Slocum. A great fake by Slocum. Had everybody in pursuit of him on the left side scramble.
He'll pick up about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 19. Slocum under center with Greiger straight behind. Handoff, the double handoff again. George Siegel up the middle. Still on his feet until he's tackled by a host of Lions.
Great execution on the double handoff. Always a dangerous thing to do. But so far this evening, we need to praise all the people handling the ball because they've been doing a great job of holding on to it, and the timing has been superb on the handoffs.
It'll be a 3rd and 2 for the Trojans. Right now, they definitely would want to put 7 points on the board, but are easily within Jeff Heil field goal range if needed. Nevin Baker in motion. Slocum rolling towards his right, looking to pass. He'll pull down and run with it, makes a couple of moves, and it looks like he'll have the first down.
Great scramble, great scramble, great scramble, great athletic ability. Does call it a first down. 10 seconds left to go in the quarter. Great scramble by Aaron Slocum to keep McDowell in possession of the football and also in control of the game.
Trojans will elect to let the clock run out to end the third quarter. Score the Trojans 10, State College Lions nothing. Trojans come out in this third quarter, use up the clock. We start to see a little bit more of that offense we saw in the first quarter.
I do think they're coming to more spirit, more life here right now than they were the second quarter here, Jason.
So at the end of the third quarter, McDowell Trojans 10, State College Little Lions nothing.
Noteworthy to
Mill Creek School District's Channel 16 is proud to announce the creation of a monthly program, Superintendent Spectrum, featuring the Superintendent of Mill Creek Schools, Dr. Alan Lindquist. During this program, Dr. Lindquist will take a personal, hands-on approach to viewing the events happening within the Mill Creek School District. That's Superintendent Spectrum. Be watching for dates and times beginning the week of September 22nd, right here on Channel 16.
Welcome back to Gus Anderson Field. Jason McKay and Lou Penna on the call for you. The Trojans up 10-0 over the State College Little Lions, right here live on TV 16. No scoring in the third quarter. Time of possession pretty even. The Trojans still with the ball as they started with it with 4:17 remaining in the third quarter. It's a 1st and 10 from the Lion 11. Hand off to Rob Greiger over the right side. Brought down by number 81, Chris Roser-Jones. He'll pick up 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. The Trojans can get a first down without scoring. Lou, really, this is a big possession for both teams.
It certainly is. It's just an opportunity for the Trojans to
put 7 more on the board as they just did. Rob Greiger over the left side, and that may be the backbreaker.
I was going to say it may be the insurance payment here made tonight. Could also be the heartbreaker for the Nittany Lions of State College, and we'll see on the next possession of State College what kind of life they have now left in their hearts.
Jeff Heil, the extra point is up and good. That makes the score 17-0 in the favor of the Trojans. Another impressive drive put together by the Trojans tonight, keeping the ball mostly on the ground. The key point of that drive, that big run by Aaron Slocum.
And his ability to scramble when trapped in the last series just before the touchdown, before the end of the quarter. He did show his athletic ability and his composure in the scramble there, where he did make the first down and did keep us in possession of the football.
Last year down in State College, it was a scoring fest. McDowell came away with a 42-28 victory. As of tonight, it's been more of a defensive struggle between the teams, with the Trojans coming out top. They're leading 17-0 just at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Jason McKay and Lou Penna on the call for you live right here on TV 16. Jeff Heil set to kick off. And it's a booming kick
to Anthony Johnson this time. In the end, not in the end zone, but the touchback.
In high school football.
What a booming kick, 60-yard kick.
In high school football, if the ball is caught in the end zone, it is an automatic touchback. So the Lions will bring it out to their own 20.
It may be noteworthy to mention the State College has never scored less than 3 touchdowns in a game so far this year, and at least to my knowledge, and so far they've been shut out.
Last week, a very impressive win, 56-7 over Hollidaysburg. So they are a scoring team as Anthony Johnson hits Larry Johnson. Be about a 1-yard gain. That's really, you have to praise the Trojan defense for an outstanding game plan tonight in executing it.
Great defensive game played tonight against a formidable bowl opponent.
It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 21. Johnson back to pass, looking deep down the right sideline, looking for Larry Johnson, but the ball knocked away by George Siegel.
Actually, Siegel was in better position to receive that ball, and if there would have been an interference call, it should have been offensive interference. Siegel was in a better position to receive the ball Exactly, and Ryan Irvin is suggesting to the official he missed the call. I'm going to have to agree with the young man. I think there was offensive interference. Siegel was in a better position to catch the ball.
See Coach Cachone, the defensive coordinator on the sidelines, he's also agreeing. And if we could have a review of that play, it is very close. It could have been called offensive pass interference on Johnson. 3rd and 9 from the 21 of the Lions. 11 minutes remaining in the 4th. Johnson back to pass again. Looking down the middle, has a man. And they're going to call it incomplete. The ball was incomplete, never had possession. Chris
Well executed
Roser-Jones.
play, though, Jason, over the middle, very difficult to defend. Did drop the ball.
The Lions will be forced into a punting situation. Fowler and Slocum back to receive. And Chris Wright, the very agile punter of the Lions. Again, another low snap, but Wright plenty of time, and this is a very good kick. All the way back to the Trojan 41 where Fowler will take it. Makes a couple of moves as across
What a great
midfield.
comeback. What a great move.
Returns
A
it back
Fowler
to
to
the line.
reverse the field and maintain possession of the football. What a great move.
Return to the Lion 42.
And Jason, it's a best possession of the night in the beginning of the series, would you say? We're at midfield and 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
49-yard punt, but a solid return of 20 yards by Fowler. Trojans have it on the 41 of the Lions. Handoff to Ryan Irvin, his first duties in the backfield tonight, and he picks up about 8 yards on the carry.
Another great effort by McDowell backfield. A lot of courage, a lot of stamina, a lot of power, a lot of speed.
Really have to credit the job the offensive line is doing tonight. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, I'd have to say, the entire game.
I would say, Jason, without a doubt, you are correct.
Hand off to Greiger. He'll pick up the first down. Andrew Ryland on the tackle.
We've been talking about the great play by the defense over and over. We certainly must appear to be negligent on praising the offense for the holes they've been making tonight, and considering the kind of possession McDowell has had on the field today. Need to say again, what an outstanding job the offensive line is doing in getting off the ball and creating some holes enough to get some yardage and keep possession of the football.
Again, Joey Simonella, the featured tailback of the Trojans. This is the first tough contest the Trojans have been without him after he suffered his ACL injury and is out for the year. Nick Mihal, though, been his replacement in recent weeks. Right there on a carry, picks up some good yardage, has been solid throughout the games.
We're in 4 down territory, which is a sort of a safety margin here, Jason, and it looks like we're second and about 3 to go. We need to maintain composure now, not make any mistakes, and punch another one in there just for the sake of insurance.
Slocum with Greiger and Mihal in I formation behind him. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his left. Slocum pulls it down, has running room.
What a
and
great
will pick up
scramble.
the first
What a
down.
great scramble on the part of Aaron Slocum. Looked the field over, looked like everyone was closed off, decided to keep the ball, turned upfield. Great speed, great courage, and great move, great decision.
As we've seen in both cases, you can't just key on his running or his passing because he uses them both to his advantage.
Very composed athlete on the field, very much in command of all his senses. Great athletic savvy, and certainly is a great asset to the team.
State College will use a timeout with 8:33.
What a great opportunity for McDowell at this point. Coach can go on the field, deal with some strategies in the last few moments here, and great opportunity given to us by State College.
While we have the chance, we would like to thank the Mill Creek School Board, Dr. Alan Lindquist, Superintendent of Mill Creek Schools, and the Mill Creek Township Supervisors for making these live broadcasts possible. We would also like to mention the maintenance crew of the Mill Creek Township School District.